everyone. My name is Kate Sorensen. If you don't know me, I am a math teacher here at Manson. I'm also Addie's tennis coach as well. I have the honor of introducing this fabulous young lady who clearly has drawn a massive crowd because she is one of the best characters in all of Manson. Anyone who is in this room who has spoken with Addie can oftentimes be confused that she is the age that she is. Sometimes you think, oh, just chat with my 30-year-old best friend. But no, she is truly just a high schooler. I've been with Addie through some of her highest highs and her lowest lows, and I'm very proud through all of it that her character shines through. You're gonna have to take a front seat now. And so through it all, I just want to take a second to thank you for all the love that you've given me and all the hard work and the service that you've given the school. We are so incredibly proud of the woman you are. So ladies and gentlemen, Addie Richmond.
Good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Addie Richmond. Over the past 4 years, I've been able to grow in ways that I never thought that I would imagine, and I look forward to sharing those experiences with all of you tonight. To begin, I'd like to speak to my academics. I've worked really hard across the past 4 years to gain 70 college credits, three classes that I would like to highlight are my UW English, my EW Philosophy, and I would like to mention my college prep chemistry course. These have been by far some of the hardest and most inspiring courses that I've taken at Manson, and I really look forward to furthering these in college. Now I would like to speak to my sports. Growing up, I've always played soccer, and I was really excited to bring that passion to Manson and help build the squad. I would like to give a special mention to two of my coaches, Coach Valdovinos and Mr. Lopez. They have been so impactful in my life, both on and off the field. Mr. Lopez has always been a smiling face that I come into every morning, and I always look forward to seeing him at 8:30 or a little bit after. I would also like to thank Mr. Valdovinos for always showing up for me and for being such an encouraging person in my life. For tennis, I am there with my partner, and I started tennis my sophomore year and really fell in love with the sport, and that is really because of the team that I am with and the coaches that I am coached by. So I'd like to thank my two head coaches, Ms. Sorensen and Coach Jordan Lehman, who's in the back, as well as our assistant coaches that come out almost every day to help coach us and really develop us into the players and humans that we are. And so that would be Tara Kayla and Dawn Rasmussen and Alex Hutton. So thank you all. And then on Thursday, Kaden and I, along with our 3 doubles teams, are heading down to state, and we are really hoping to bring back a state championship for Manson. So I'm really excited for that. Our season's not over, it's really just getting to our peak spot. Next, I would like to speak to 2 clubs that are very special to me. The first is the Experiential Learning Project. I founded this along with Miss Anita Johansson, and this was a club that we thought of because growing up I had gone to many museums with my parents and had such great memories with my brothers there. And coming to Manson, I noticed that this was not an opportunity for a lot of Manson kids because it's a far drive across the mountains. And so I went to Anita Johansson, pretty nervous, and she just jumped right in with me, and we were able to provide this opportunity to go to the Museum of Flight and T-Mobile Park and explore the city with the whole 7th grade class. And so that was a very special moment for me because I was able to help fundraise the whole event and get to see all the joys on those kids' faces when they got to go to a museum for their first or second time. The other one I would like to mention is the Superintendent Student Advisory Board. This was a club that was started when Superintendent Myers arrived, and it's been a really great time for me to speak my mind and be a voice for students at Manson. And so I've really appreciated her commitment to listening to students and hearing student voices. Next, I would like to talk about my community contribution, specifically the volunteer firefighting that I've done alongside my younger brother and my dad, who are pictured in this photo. Just to preface it a little bit, this is a practice burn that we did, which is why I stopped to take the photo. Not do this in real life. This is where we got the photo, and it's been a really great hands-on experience that I've gotten to get to meet with people from the community, and I've really gotten a second family from the firefighters. They have been such great role models to me, and it's been a highlight of each week going to drill. For my leadership, I would like to touch on my Manson Volunteer Firefighters Association Secretary and Treasurer. This is the association for the fire department, and so we do all of the fundraising for Season of Hope and help carry that out. And that has been such an impactful period in my life, is doing those and getting to manage a ledger, working on fundraising, and then being able to deliver to families in need in our community. And so that has been a very special part of my life. I would also like to speak to the American Legion Auxiliary Girls State attendee. This was a camp that I did this past summer where I got to go down to Central Washington University and attend a hands-on learning experience to learn how legislation works. So there was a lot of learning, but before, I didn't know this going in, this was a big role for a lot of people that are trying to go to the military academies, so I got to meet some really strong, hardworking women that were planning to go into the military and talk to them. And so, well, that was not my path. It was a really great experience and very eye-opening. And I still talk to a lot of those girls today. Next, I would like to speak to my study abroad. I had the opportunity to go to Malaga for 2 months this past winter, and it was such a great experience getting to meet new people and go experience the culture across the country. I was a little bit nervous at the beginning, but these two girls, specifically Yara and Melina, just really, we got along. We were living in the same apartment building, and we would take the bus to school, to and from school every day together, and had so many great memories and laughs along that trip. Next, I would like to speak to my work experience, and Barbie is the one I'm pictured with, but they have really become a second family. A few of them are here tonight, and I really have appreciated all of their support at Succession and Alta Sellers, as well as they come to my tennis events and my senior presentation and graduation. They are really some of the best role models I've gotten to have, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of them. Next, I would like to talk about my pathway prep. I am planning to take a co-term, which is going to school for 5 years to get my major and a master's. I'm planning to major in psychology and master's in international policy, and the two classes that were very impactful in my decision was philosophy and political science, and I'm also thinking about getting a minor in philosophy. There are so many people, as you can see in this room, that I would like to thank, but to highlight 4 would be Mrs. Teague. She has been such a great role model to me throughout my life. She's really gotten to be like my second mom at school, and I appreciate everything she has done. She really took on a special role for me when I was doing my college applications. We spent countless hours on her couch in her living room, writing essays, editing essays. She wrote one of my letters of recommendation, and she and her family have been so impactful. Whenever I go for a run, I run by their house, and they're always looking out the window, waving at me, and it's a big motivation when I'm trying to get up their hill, so I really appreciate the Teagues. The next person I would like to highlight is Mrs. Soliday. Along with Heather, she has been really like a second mom to me, and definitely a mom at school for me. I've always felt like I can go to your classroom, and you've been such a great role model and always supporting me. Next, I would like to speak to Mrs. Sorensen. She has been a coach, a life coach, as well as my tennis coach, taught most of my college classes, always been somebody to be so supportive of me, as well as really being able to give me criticism in the most helpful way to help me grow, and I always know that it comes from a very kind place, and I very much appreciate the role that you have being able to guide me into the woman that I am. I would also like to highlight Mrs. Johansson, along with the rest of them. She was the first teacher that I ever met at Manson. That was my first class, and as soon as I walked in the door, she was so welcoming to me. Next, I would like to show a reel of my friends.
Really wanna be with you, really wanna see you, but it takes so long. My sweet Lord, my Lord, my Lord. I really wanna know you, really wanna go with you. Really want to show you love, but it won't take long. Hallelujah, my sweet Lord. Hallelujah, my sweet Lord. Hallelujah. Really want to see you. Really want to see you.
Next, I would like to speak to my family, specifically my two parents. They have been so supportive of me my whole way through growing up and always been such great role models to me and have always made me feel very loved and supported. I would also like to highlight my two brothers. One is the farthest left and the other one is in the center with me, Sam and Mac. They have also been very supportive to me and have always been able to make me laugh no matter the time, and I just always have really appreciated the time that we have together.
Anyway, you don't already know how to go, and I got a peaceful, easy feeling, and I know you won't let me down, 'cause I'm already standing on the ground.
Perfect. I am super excited to be able to be going to Stanford University down in Palo Alto, California. This has been a dream of mine since I first stepped foot on the campus when I was in about the 3rd grade, and I have really worked so hard, but it really wouldn't be able to be possible without all of you. So I want to say a special thank you to everybody in this room and beyond that have helped me reach my goal. Thank you for coming to my senior presentation.